always been interested in the medical field, and the only way to kind of get in the medical field is, through studying. So, I think I've been always been in that area, and it's just been deciding what's most convenient and what's gonna help me most in the future.
Yeah.
One of the best classes I've ever took in high school is one that I didn't have to take, and it was an elective, and it was personal finance. And I think that was one of the best classes I ever took because it kind of broke it down really simply, and how much you have to pay, how much you make, what you like, you know, um, what's gonna get you to the point where you're happy in your house or something like that. First thing I decided I was probably gonna stay in state because it was cheaper and you get more scholarships.
Yeah.
And so I applied. The first one I looked at was Hopkins because we visited there, and it was incredible campus. We visited Towson and Washington College. Well, I've actually played there many times. I've swam there like 3 times, and I played soccer there once with our high school team. So I've been there many times, and I remember one time we were there for the swimming team. We were there for like an hour early, so we just walked around the campus and ran around the fields and stuff. So it was cool.
Yeah.
I remember starting in middle school when I got here in 7th grade. In 8th grade, everyone was like, "Hey, you should play lacrosse. It's part of Maryland." So I was like, "Okay."
I
And
think with Andre, just that, he is our first mature scholar. We started with 4 back 2 years ago. We now have our second anniversary with 25. So we've gone from 4 to 25, but Andre was one of the first 4. So that was the first day that I ever met him. And he has always been there. We have workshops every other Saturday, and rain or shine, Andre is there. And now with COVID, he's online. I would love to see him get this scholars program at Washington College. I think it would be great. It would be full ride. But he mentioned that he was also nominated for the Presidential Fellowship, which I have really didn't know about that. This is something that they've had, but they're evidently really enriching it this year so that Andre would really have a true mentor there at Washington College that would follow him through. And when we went for our visit, Pat Nugent had talked about, that program and these select group of young people that, went to professors' houses and, just had every kind of thing. And it was just wonderful. So the idea that Andre could go there on a full scholarship and be involved in that kind of mentorship really excites me. We're really working on building a relationship there. I have several people that have been trying to, really brand mature scholars really for all the Maryland schools, that when they see mature scholars on an application, that they know the type of student that they would be getting, and it would give them a foot in the door, so to speak. With Andre, we call ourselves mature scholars, and we refer to every young person as a scholar. But I think Andre really is an exemplary example of that. I find him, and you can close your ears, Andre. He's like wicked smart. He's determined and he's driven, and you can see since early on he's known exactly what he's wanted to do. He's had his master plan. He's worked through what he should be doing and not be doing to get there, and he's just a great role model for our program and for all kids that come in contact with him. And I know he's going to be super successful no matter where he lands.